spoke about how we've been a part of the India growth story over the last 6 decades. I think we should talk about the India growth story. What do you say? Yeah? Because this year we celebrated the 74th Republic Day, and a very interesting fact went under-acknowledged, I must say. And the fact was that we are now the most populous nation on the face of this earth, having surpassed all other nations, touching a population figure of 1.417 billion now. That is a lot of opportunity, also many, many challenges. That gives us a massive human capital base, to go out there and to be hugely productive in terms of every economic sector, but it also gives us lots and lots of challenges in the fields of medicine, infrastructure, education, upskilling opportunities, employment generation, so on and so forth. But all of this said and done, ladies and gentlemen, the India growth story is the only bright spot in a very dismal global economic painting. Let's talk about it. May I please invite on the dais Mr. Olivier Blum, Mr. Manish Pant, and Mr. Rohan Kelkar. So Manish, can I start with you? Yeah. What do you think of the Indian market? And what are your thoughts on the energy transition that is slated to definitely take place?
We are going through a transition, a green transition. We are building a green India, and one thing we can definitely say is that all what we have done in the past is not going to take us to that new green India. The future is all about digitization, it's about software, and how software can help us from the stage of design to build and to operate and maintain. We are today number 3, and we, in India we are always very competitive and we like to win, right? So we want to be that number 1. And
thank you for your answer. Olivia, I'd like to ask you, what do you think is going to be the contribution that our partners make as we fold our sleeves up to roll out the energy transition? I think their role is going to be a very important one.
Actually, first of all, when I was listening to those guys, I was realizing I was the only non-Indian on stage, but I can tell you when I'm back to India, I feel at home. So thank you very much, first of all, for that. And when I was thinking about your question and listening to Jean-Pascal today, it's very interesting for me because Jean-Pascal asked me to come to India, it was in 2008. I think all together, we have to invent how we are going really to help India to decarbonize. And we need our channel partner. Why we need you and why we need collectively to reinvent our business. Manish said it. We are not here only to bring you the best technology, the best product. They have to be more and more connected. So it's not only about shipping product to our customer, it's to extracting the digital value. I think we are starting to do it, but collectively I think we can do better. How we leverage data, because guess what? The new currency in the business is CO2. It's CO2 data. It's how we extract all those data to help our customer to decarbonize.
Rohan, I'm coming to you. Tell us about Electricity 4.0 and what are the innovations that we may expect to see from Schneider Electric as you bring Electricity 4.2 to life.
And over the years, we've heard the story of India rising. We've heard the story of, the volume, the opportunities, the scale. In the last 2 days, which I've spent seeing for myself, talking to several of you, we've heard the story of Atmanirbhar Bharat. What I will say is what I see today that is different is I see a Atma Vishwasi Bharat.
Yeah.
Electric and digital. Electric and digital is going to drive, is going to be our source to get to efficient, right? There is, by all accounts, 80% of carbon dioxide generation is through energy, either generation or through consumption. 60% of that is wasted. So what that means is our opportunity, we can talk about the generation side, but our opportunity is on the distribution side and to eliminate the waste.
Thank you for your thoughts.